What is up, guys, and welcome back to the FCS Football Channel. And, well, full time, Manchester United 0, Everton 1, and, well, if the season wasn't over already, it certainly is now. I don't know what to say after a performance like that. What can you say? Embarrassing. Look, a lot of these players don't deserve to play for the club. They're not good enough. And look, did Everton deserve to win the game? Yes, they did. What did we create? We had the two Rashford chances right at the start of the game, probably open 10 minutes. Apart from for that, absolutely nothing. I mean, look, I think we had 3 shots on target in the entire game. 4 shots on target in the entire game. So that's what? Pogba's shot from the edge of the box. Both of Rashford's efforts, one of them which was outside the box. And what maybe was Wan-Bissaka's volley? No, Ronaldo's. Ronaldo straight at him. And so how can you deserve to win the game if that's all you've done? For me. You can't sit here and say, oh, we deserve to win this game. We deserved more. Of course we don't deserve more. Of course we don't. We got what we deserved, and that was a defeat. And in a defeat that, for me, almost certainly stops us getting Champions League, as if Champions League was even on already. Puts us in a dangerous position for even Europa League. Because, well, it's either us or West Ham for Europa League, isn't it? I mean, you look at Spurs at the moment, they're playing well. Under Conte, you only imagine they're going to keep going forward. You fancy them to win, don't you? Every game they play. Our only saving grace, maybe, in the league table is Arsenal and Tottenham have to play each other. But at the same time, Arsenal have 2 games in hand on us. Tottenham have 1. Like, it's either us or West Ham for Europa League. And what a dire state of affairs that is. That we're competing with West Ham for Europa League. West Ham could be playing Champions League football next season. Because they could win if they win the Europa League, they're playing Champions League football next season. We could be saved from the Europa League. Hold on. I think so. We could be saved from playing Europa Conference League because West Ham get Champions League. How embarrassing is that? How embarrassing is that? I think that works. I think it works like that. And look, I'm just fed up. The sooner this season ends and we can clear out a lot of these players and get a new manager in with fresh ideas who will actually look to play players based on performance, will look to build a proper team, will be a dream. We are a mid-table team now. That's our performance every week. You can't really disagree. And look, I mean, we'll go through the players now. Because, I mean, I don't really want to talk much. I mean, this result is huge for Everton. It's crap for us. I'm more than happy for half this group of players to leave in the summer. I'm so happy for them. David De Gea. He can't do anything about the goal. Didn't have anything really to do. Made a good save against when that ball deflected off of, was it Maguire? And it chipped up. I mean, he was all right, wasn't he, De Gea? But I mean, I'll give him a 6. Well, and look, what I'll do. How much would you rate Harry Maguire out of 10? Today, look, I stand by. Today, I don't think Harry Maguire was terrible. I don't think he was terrible today, Harry Maguire. the big issue with Manchester United is far too often. Well, actually, let me rephrase this somehow. You look at Manchester City, for example. Every week, you can guarantee at least 10 of their players or 9 of their players will be on very, very top form. Which means when you have players that might drop a 5 or a 6 out of 10, so just average or slightly below average, because you've got the other 9 or 10 players playing at 8s and 9s, you can carry that one player. Manchester United's issue is all of our players are 5s and 6s. And when you have one player that is playing badly, like a Bruno Fernandes today, like a Telles for me today, like I don't think Fred was particularly good today, who are on 4s, or you can't carry him. So, and especially when that player is the team is pretty much built around it, because this team has no organisation. The amount of times I said, why is Bruno Fernandes picking the ball up at left back? Why is Telles at left wing? What is going on? Telling I won't be able to teach this players, they're just too bad, we need to clean them out. And look, like I said, I'll be happy. And look, with that in mind, when I go through the player ratings, I will say for each player, would I keep him? Can he go? David De Gea, look, he played fine. Is he the goalkeeper that suits Erik ten Hag? Probably not. So in that sense, he can go. But at the same time, I would like him to say he's a top goalkeeper. Wan-Bissaka, I thought he's below average today. 5. He weren't terrible. He weren't great. Slightly below average. I think he could have done better with the with stopping Richarlison for the goal. Made a good goal line clearance. At the end, he was getting in the box. Nearly could have scored if it weren't for a good block by was it Godfrey? No, was it Gray? Andre Gray won it. No, Damari Gray, not Andre. Not great, not terrible. Wan-Bissaka, 5. Same goes for Lindelof and Maguire. I don't think they weren't terrible, but they were below average. Who do you think was the best player today? Well, there's only one player that you can give man of the match to, and if anyone disagrees with this, I don't know what to say. And look, we will get to that in a mo, because we haven't quite got to him, but we're very close. 2 centre backs, they were all right. They weren't great. They were below average, just too slow. And I think I'm at the point where, is it tactical still? Is it tactical that these players are so slow with the ball? So slow and lethargic. Just not good enough, really. Telles, I think he was dreadful today. I think some of the corners he put in were dreadful. Hitting the first man every single time. A lot of wasteful crosses. And I see people genuinely saying Alex Telles should be playing over Luke Shaw. It's bizarre to me. It is bizarre, because Alex Telles can't lace the boots of Luke Shaw. He really can't. And I'm not even saying Luke Shaw should necessarily be a guaranteed starter next season for United. I'm not. But he should be starting every week over Alex Telles. Fred, 4. Again, I thought he was poor. He came off early due to, I believe it was injury, but I think he messed up Matic with a hospital pass. Passed Matic the ball when he has 3 Everton players around him. It was a mess. Matic, he's today's man of the match. If you don't think Nemanja Matic was United's best player today, I am lost for words. He was sensational today. Conducting. And the difference between him and McTominay in that defensive midfield role is night and day. He is fantastic, Nemanja Matic, and has to play every week. Simple as that for me. He has to play every week. I'll give him an 8. There's the man of the match. Fantastic today, Nemanja Matic. It was a shame he had to come off, because he can't play 90 minutes anymore, because he is by far and away, in my opinion, our most important player at the moment. For that midfield, I don't care whether Bruno plays, whether Pogba plays. Matic for me has to play, because the difference he makes when he plays compared to everyone else is night and day. He is so important for us. Has to play every week for me, Nemanja Matic. Jadon Sancho, probably a 6. One of the better players. Look, first half, bit quiet. At the end of the last 20 or so minutes of that game, he was on fire. It was what we expected, but it was when he got moved back out to the left-hand side. He started on the right, was quiet, went back on the left, was dangerous, put a few great balls into the box. He was the one that looked like he was going to create something for United at the death, and he's got to play every game. And players like a Marcus Rashford take inspiration from Sancho. Just gets on with it. Bruno today, I thought he was our worst player, and I thought it was a dreadful performance from him. A 2 or a 3 for me. I'll give him a 3. He was really poor. Constantly giving the ball away. Where is the organisation of this team? Why are we constantly seeing, if we go over to this screen, no, that screen, why are we constantly seeing Bruno Fernandes, well, when we're attacking, so Sancho will be, well, often it will be like this. We'll have 3 players here, because Ronaldo will drop in there. When that happens, you'd think, oh, Bruno will then make his move into this spot, where he has been so dangerous for United in the last 2 years. But no, we end up seeing kind of this. And Maguire's upfield as well. We're so left side centric because Maguire will push forward. Telles will go. Sancho's or whoever's playing as that number 9. And Bruno will find himself fucking centre half or left back. I mean, even Pogba wants to drift out to the left hand side. We're a mess. And not only is he just never really where you kind of want him. We'll go back to this screen. He gets the ball here. What is he doing? He's going to just try and start playing it around. No. Boom. Boom. Oh, we'll try some outside the boot flick when no one's really making the run. This group of players has been lumped and thrown together. It really, really has. There's just no joined up thinking. Bruno Fernandes is far too direct. Every time he's trying to play that long ball, trying to unlock up defence. Well, you've played like Sancho, that's not their game. That's why Bruno doesn't start for Man City. But Jadon Sancho probably would. Because Sancho will take the ball to feet, will run at players, be direct when he has to be, but knows when to pass it. Similar to what I always say about Anthony Martial. Rashford. You can have a 4. Look, our 2 best chances comes from Marcus Rashford in the opening 20 minutes. It's a bit embarrassing that it's only 20 minutes, but at least we had the opening 20 minutes where Rashford looked dangerous. He was right to come off, really. Went quiet again. And look, I really did hope when when Rashford got them 2 good chances, it would lift his confidence. But about 10 minutes later, it's back to the old Rashford, running into brick walls and into alleys, to packed alleys. Poor first touches so many times. It's a simple ball, he can't trap it. And what's the excuse today? What was the excuse today for it? He was on his left-hand side where he wants to play, where he's best, or supposedly best. And didn't really do anything. Ronaldo gets a 5. Graveyard shift. We didn't create much, but I'm fed up of him. I'm fed up. He can go. I'm fed up of, like I said here. I mean, we'll put this back into the 4 4-2-3-1. Well, it was a 4-3-3 at the end, wasn't it? I'm fed up of seeing Ronaldo drifting out here all the time. It does. We can't. He just can't do it because we don't have the players. We haven't got the personnel. Sancho isn't a player that will make that run in there. He's not. Realistically, Ronaldo should be played off the left. And you want a player like a Firmino, like an Anthony Martial, even like a Kai Havertz playing as a striker, who will look to drop in and allow Ronaldo, like a Paulo Dybala, who will drop in there and would allow Cristiano Ronaldo to make that run into the box from the left-hand side. But on the defensive, you'll have players. Bruno will help cover up the flank and will drop in like that and allow Ronaldo just to sit up top on his own, but on the attack again like that. Then, all right, so then the bench. Alanga. Can I have a 6? Mata, 6. Pogba, 6. I just think you look at that. Far too many underperforming or under par performances. Like we didn't get smacked. Like it was not like Everton were by far and away the better team. I don't think. But like this just took like it's not like under Solskjaer at the end when we played Watford, for example, and they dicked us, they smacked us, and we were dreadful. It weren't like one of those games. They got a lucky goal from deflection. They got a lucky goal through a deflection, and everything was able to sit back, and it was the same problems that we always have. Really, really poor. And that was our issue today. I don't think it was a all threes, really. I think just too many below average players up against an Everton team that wanted it more than us. That were really up for it. That played well. So that's why we lost, really. Not because Harry Maguire was absolutely abysmal. Yeah, there were some mistakes in there. But it's one of those, isn't it? It's just one of those where we know the issues with this squad. It's been the same issues that we've had for the last 2 years. But Solskjaer never looked to rectify it. And Ralph Rangnick wasn't allowed to. Ralph Rangnick or look, Pogba. Actually, hold on. Let me change Pogba. I'm thinking Pogba came on really late. He came on early. 5. 4.5. No, 5. Pogba can have a 5. Was he? Oh, no, he was better than Fred. 4.5. 4.5 for Pogba. Ragnick, again, 4. simply for Rangnick, it's the same rubbish that we saw under Liverpool. It's the same rubbish we saw under Solskjaer. And it's just embarrassing, really. I'm going to be more than happy when Ralph goes upstairs. Same performances that we saw under Solskjaer. Same questionable and puzzling selections. Subs. Why are we bringing Mata on? Bring Lingard on. Bring a bit of pace. Inject something into the game. But no, we bring Mata on, who large, like he wasn't bad, but he largely didn't do much, did he? He gets a 6 because he wasn't really on for that long, I don't think. But look, we go to Norwich next week. Must win. But look, you'd say we have to win, but if Norwich beat Burnley today, or is that tomorrow? Actually, I think they play tomorrow, and they come into it with a bit more confidence than us. Who knows? Because wouldn't have gone into this game saying Everton will beat us, given the fact that they've just lost to Burnley. But they did, and they deserve to. And ultimately, this group, what I said at the start of the stream was a lot of these players are playing for their futures, and I don't think many of them have said they deserve to have a future. The only players that I can say they have are the players that, for me, aren't playing for their futures. Matic isn't playing for his future because he's going to go. He has to go because he simply can't play at this level anymore for 90 minutes, and you can't afford that, really. Maybe as a sub player, but for me, you go get someone new. But so Matic, who played well, isn't playing for his future because his future should already have been decided. He should be gone. De Gea, again, his future was never really in doubt. Due to levels of performance, his future would always just dictate on the manager we appoint and what they want from their goalkeeper. If it's Ten Hag, regardless of how well David De Gea plays from now until the end of the season, chances are he might be going because he doesn't suit how Erik Ten Hag wants his goalkeepers to play. Sancho isn't playing for his future. Played well. Players like Rashford who are. Players like Ronaldo, Fred, Telles, Lindelof, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, Pogba, all playing for their future, all not good enough. And that's where we're going to leave it today. Too many players who are playing, who should has a point to prove, really, knowing that the new manager is watching them not performing. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one in a bit. Peace.